The price of Bitcoin is $57,600 and something dollars. It's been going up all afternoon after it crashed. And Stonksy just took a long position here on the 15-second chart. But if we go over here to the 15-minute chart, you can see that this is the situation. Earlier today, we crashed down. We hit the level of 55,500. And now we're trading $2,000 above. I feel like I've been trying my luck all day, and I've got these trades open here on PHEMEX, and I'm going to close them live here. You can see earlier I took a bit of a loss. Didn't want to, when it's dipping down, you've got to take that loss in order to not get liquidated. I've got quite a lot of money in these trades, in a sense of the size of the trade is quite large. They're a bit oversized for given the value of the account. I started the day with 17k, there's 18k in the account right now. So for me, it's time to exit both of these trades and take that profit. Fill up the account with money again. Fantastic. And onwards we go. So that's how you take profit on something, and that's what you should do if you've had a bit of a wishy-washy day, which is how it's been. I could hold on to that, and honestly, I'd like to hold on to that position. But I'm not going to hold on to that position, and instead, today, we're going to analyze the markets again and reassess, because I clearly got it wrong earlier. The price of Bitcoin crashed down, and now we're pumping back to the upside. Now I'm out of the woods, so to speak, and I'm back in a profit. Take that profit, bank it, and then reassess. That is always the best course of action. So today, we're going to analyze the markets. We're going to figure out exactly what's going to be going on, and there's a few things that are going to happen throughout the back end of this year that aren't necessarily bullish. The first one being, I know we all expect that a drop in interest rates is bullish, but it might not be bullish. And I'm going to explain that theory in today's video. So make sure you keep watching. Make sure you slap a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those channel notifications. And yeah, we just booked a win, which is not something you often see here on the channel, because normally I get to book my wins off the screen, but I just booked one on the screen, and it wasn't the biggest win in the world. It's $1,000. But either way, when you've been down about $12,000 this morning, when the price was really kind of heating to the downside, when you've been down about 12k, yeah, it's nice to get it back, and then plus $1,000. Look, I'm not complaining. Anyway, slap a like, subscribe, check out PHEMEX, link in today's video description, and let's crack on. Now, I just quickly interrupt this video to say 6 days ago, I said that I'm not going to shave until Bitcoin hits $70,000. I am slightly regretting that decision now. So I've been and bought a razor. Not a razor, a shaver. I've never owned one of these before. I normally just use a normal razor. Anyway, I might shave it off unless you like this video and unless you leave a comment saying don't shave. Very important that you do that, because if not enough people comment that, I'm shaving it because it's so itchy and horrible. I'm sure it's just the itchy, horrible stage, but I've never grown a beard in my life. I don't even like the way it looks. It looks scruffy. Anyway, back to the video. So starting out, this is DOP. One of my DOP trades, this is the leverage trade, is currently in a $22,000 loss. That doesn't concern me at all. And I think that the price of DOP is being held back. Because if we look at my chart, this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a breakout very soon. We've come back down. We've retested this lower level of support. Won't bother reading out the numbers just because they're too long and too small. But point is, we've dropped back down. We've retested this lower level of support. And I'm expecting a bounce on DOP very, very soon. Probably within a couple of hours after I post this video, I'd expect this to be rallying again. And it's only, my trade is only it's like a $20,000 loss or something. $23,000 loss. It's not the biggest loss in the world. Considering the size of the trade, it's pretty much nothing. And considering the leverage that I've got on this trade, it is really nothing. Because I'm using 3.3x leverage. My liquidation point here is 2.6. Shouldn't show that on YouTube just because there might be a market maker out there that goes, oh, you know what? We'll take him down to 2.6. Please don't. Because I'll just add more margin. And that just means that more of my money is locked up in this trade. And we don't want that. I'm buying spot DOP as well at the same time, so I'm still on that mission to accumulate $1 million of DOP, and only a $300,000 long position here on DOP. It's not the biggest long position in the world. However, if it goes where I expect it to go over the course of the next couple of months, well, maybe not months, maybe multiple months, maybe by December, I'd expect to see some good price movement by December again. It's a bit of a longer term play is this one. But just given how low the price is, given how much money the foundation has got, given the developments that the foundation is making, I expect double or triple by December. So given that I expect double or triple on DOT by December, it makes sense for me to start positioning myself in that now, because I'm not going to be able to, I'm not buying double, I'm not buying triple in December. I'll leave that to somebody else. So yeah, that's what's going on with the DOT trade. I'm very optimistic about it. I continually acquire more. When the price dips down, like where it's dipped down to today, I keep buying a little bit more. Every single time the price dips, just chipping away at it, dipping, buying. I know that I've probably got enough money anyway to support and push the price of this coin on my own. So it's really not a big deal. Anyway, so DOT, pretty bullish on DOT, but you can only trade DOT on BYBIT. You can't trade DOT on PHEMEX. For PHEMEX, I use it for my Bitcoin and Ethereum trading. BYBIT currently I'm using for trading DOT. You can find both links in today's video description. And if you use PHEMEX, then you don't need to use KYC, as long as you sign up within the next 20 days or so. You don't have long now to get a PHEMEX account. So you get one. You've not got long. And after that point, if you're in the UK, Europe, or the USA, you're going to need to get a Palau ID. But we can talk about that another day. So when it comes to the price of Bitcoin right now, I am looking to take a new position, having closed the position that I just had open. And there's a couple of different ways of thinking about this. You can see here, we've got a very clear, and I pointed this out in yesterday's video as well, that I thought this would probably form. We've got a very clear inverse head and shoulders pattern that's formed there. However, do we think that that's going to play out? Well, there's a very clear level that we can keep an eye on to know if that's going to play out. And it's pretty much at the level where we're at right now. That's going to be a break of this level here, which is approximately $57,800. Call it $58,000. We get a positive break of the top end of here, which is $58,130. Then the odds are that Bitcoin's price is going to start rallying to the upside. So for me, I'm looking for two different things right now, a breakout or not. You can see here, though, that according to Stonksy, the momentum for this move is now dropping. You can see that we've looped back around. It's losing a little bit of momentum here. It's not the most bullish thing on earth, and I'm not really expecting an overnight pump. I'm also expecting a bit of a shift towards altcoins. So given I think that right now, and given this is how Bitcoin is looking, how is Ethereum looking? Ethereum looks like trash. It looks terrible. This is the price of Ethereum. This is the 4-hour chart, so each of these candles represents 4 hours in time. The current price being $2,363. Ethereum is very much in the toilet right now. It is looking kind of horrendous. However, we have had a positive flip here from negative to positive, which is looking good. We've got some bullish momentum behind it. But at the same time, again, this is the first time so far that we've done this and we've not flipped bullish again. We got a little bit of a pump, but we had no serious pump to the upside. That serious pump to the upside on Ethereum's Bitcoin valuation is still yet to come. I think it's coming soon. I really am very optimistic and positive about Ethereum. And I am looking to get into an Ethereum long position pretty soon. Let's look here. What's this? This is a 10-second chart. Just going to, again, look at Stonksy. So let's give a quick analysis of what Stonksy did here on the 10-second chart. You can see here it took a short position at 56,800. It closed that short position down here at 55,800. It then took a long position here at 55,800 and closed that long position here at about 56,600. Stonksy makes money. Some of them, not every single move is perfect. That's not perfect. That's not perfect. That's okay. That's not perfect. But again, not every move is perfect, but it will get out, especially on these lower time frames. It's very good at getting out. So you know what to do. And again, if you're interested in getting Stonksy, you're more than welcome to sign up. Get it on a monthly plan. That's not the cheapest way to acquire it. The cheapest way to acquire it is on the basic plan. Now, the discount code for this that gives you 30% off, surprise, surprise, it's TMG30. It's valid for 2 days. After that, don't plan on bringing it back anytime soon. So if you want to get Stonksy at a discount, a 30% off discount, you're quite welcome to. Code's valid until Friday. On Friday, I don't plan on extending it, but if I get a couple of requests, maybe I will do. Maybe it's payday for somebody at some period of time. But basically, you've got till Friday to get that plan, 30% off. You get it for a year. And it is literally like a money printing machine. It's pretty accurate and pretty good. And you'll find that. And again, if you want to learn more about the indicator itself, go to Stonksy's YouTube channel, watch these videos here, and it gives you a full explainer. There's a bunch of videos that we've posted here to the Stonksy YouTube channel, and you can watch through those. It explains kind of everything. I'll link that in today's video description. However, back to the prices. Solana performing like trash at the moment. It looks horrendous. But again, here you can see on Stonksy, it's doing pretty good at predicting everything. And let's get rid of Stonksy though for a moment, and let's do some analysis without some stabilizers, because that's how I describe Stonksy. It's not perfect, but it's like having stabilizers when trading. It really does help confirm biases or tell you that you probably might be wrong. And if there's an aspect of your trade that you go, you know what, I'm not trusting it, just don't trust it. Get out. You're better off not losing money. If you're not feeling it, get out. And that's one of the things that I'm finding Stonksy particularly useful for, is that I don't struggle with getting a good entry. I struggle with getting a good exit. So if Stonksy's not keen on it and Stonksy's not in a trade, I'm probably not in a trade either. Anyway, Stonksy, not Stonksy, Solana. Looks like trash. In fact, it's been performing horribly for an extended period of time now as Solana. If you look at it here on the 4 hour, it just looks, it had a nice run up. It's consolidated here. And if it doesn't run up again pretty soon, we can probably expect it to crash all the way back down again. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but we do have a couple of major events on the horizon. The interest rate declining. That is not the best news. The reason it's not the best news is when that happened during the Mexican beer crisis, when we were all locked inside, the market crashed really badly. But you could also, because they did drop interest rates for that period of time, you could also, and that made borrowing really, really cheap. But you could also say, well, it's because we had a global thing going on and there was no confidence in the markets, everything was declining. So you could say, okay, we've got no recent history, like evidence of like that having any effect on Bitcoin. The other thing would be the US election. And the US election, no matter who wins, it will be probably negative and very volatile. So if Trump wins, it's likely we're going to see a huge pump in the market and then a massive dump. If Kamala wins, it's going to be a massive dump and then probably another massive dump. So 3 out of 4 is dump. And the reason why we're going to see a Trump dump after a Trump initial pump is likely because it'll stir up some global tensions and there'll likely be a lot of negative press on the US. And it'll take some time for him to have an effect. So you've got basically the lead into the back end of the year being incredibly bearish because you're still going to have a Democratic government. And that's likely going to put out a bunch of negative publicity and run the markets into the ground and everything like that leading into Christmas. Trump gets in power in January. After that point in time, again, you'll probably see some massive volatility in the start and then probably a slight decline. And then maybe come like March next year, we're recovering quite healthily. But it'd be interesting to see how it goes. I'm just not that optimistic about the election. If Kamala wins, well, we're toast. It's more of the same, unfortunately. No change. And it is what it is. Either way, can't vote. So people say, oh, you shouldn't care. No, I care because it's my money. My money's on the line here. And I always want my money to go up. So I just want the number to go. Put Trump in charge. Make him print loads of cash. Sod inflation. Send it to the moon. That's what I want to happen. But that is a very selfish thought. And it's not the best thing for society, unfortunately. So, you've got to think about, caring about other people and all this other stuff and being a good person. And anyway, Bitcoin dominance still high, still not breaking out though, still looking like it's going to come back down pretty soon. I think that we're in a pretty interesting spot right now. Let's try and find a short-term trade to take here. I'm going to try and find a short-term trade. I'm going to take it in the video, or rather, at least I'm going to plan it in the video, depending on if there is anything to take. First of all, let's get rid of Stonksy off the page here, because Stonksy is not firing anything right now on these smaller time frames. And let's go down to something like the 1 minute on, 5 minute on Bitcoin, whereby we can see, from my perspective, we've topped out at this stage. It's why I urgently wanted to film that video, because I wanted to show you, look, take profit. Make sure you take, if you've got profit and you've just been in a $12,000 loss, take it. Otherwise, when it drops back down, you'll want to off yourself. Because I feel like that frequently sometimes when I get it wrong. And I get it right, very correct, like more often than not, otherwise I won't be in the situation that I'm in. But sometimes I feel like a complete moron. And I'm sure you do as well. Either way, trading is one of the easiest ways to make money. And you should definitely at least try your hand at it one time and start learning it. You can also learn it for completely free. You can sign up for Crypto Saving Expert on this one here. It's £200 a month for premium. That's got coaching and everything, one-to-one calls. We've got legal support if you have like a legal question or you want something doing with regards to that. We have a fully regulated law firm based in the UK. That one's the more basic plan and the free starter plan. You can sign up to the website for free. You can also then go to the guide section on the website and you can learn all about trading for completely free. You can click on any of these things here. It's all completely free. You can also learn about like the best wallets to use. You can learn about like how to pay your taxes and everything like that. Learn about the best crypto debit cards and stuff to use and how to stay safe, networks. I'm always surprised like that you can learn like how to connect to any of these things. You can learn so much on this website. And it surprises me how few people actually want to put time into their education. And I couldn't recommend it enough because the richest people in my community are those people that have completed everything on the website. In fact, I right now am going to log in to the website. Let me just log in. There we go. Bish, bash, bosh, done. And I'm going to show you who is on the leaderboards right now, because we actually do have, in the academy section, we've got leaderboards. These people here are often enough the richest people in my society. That's this month. This is all time. RVN is a legend. We actually hired RVN to come and work for us at Crypto Saving Expert because he's that good. Why is he so good? A, because he's taken all of the courses, and B, because he's a genuinely smart person. These people are like Christian as well. He's also a very wealthy dude. So it's interesting to see the wealth correlate with education. I'd always recommend learn as much as you can. And the academy here, well, it's got every single thing you could ever imagine, courses on every single thing. Some of them have got videos attached, other ones don't. But, you know, you can learn from it's just a wealth of knowledge and information on here. I'd recommend you check it out. And I don't mean to be a self-shill and keep on going on about how good it is, but yeah, you should learn more. People that don't learn and don't invest time in their education don't grow. You can learn exactly what's in my head. You can make a fortune on your own. You don't need me to tell you what to do if you can, like, possess the same knowledge. That's all you need to do. Anyway, talking about possessing knowledge, what doesn't possess knowledge? Meme coins. Bub, it's back below 28. I always buy this below 20, below 30, and I sell it around 40. Every now and again, you can see here, pumps up, sells down, buy at this level, pump up, sell down, buy at this level, pump up, sell down, buy at this level. That's the strategy that I've been doing on Bub now. I've been doing it for nearly a month, and it's been working very well. So hopefully that continues. Moving on, we've got from here the final couple of things in today's video. Where have we? What have we got going on? Oh, there we go. This is the one. Let's have a look here at the exchange balances over the past 24 hours. We've seen withdrawals of Bitcoin on Binance, on Coinbase, on Bitfinex. That's good. We want to see more withdrawals. And again, these numbers here, that was at 57,500 yesterday. Now it's at 58,000 Bitcoin has been withdrawn in the past 24 hours. Let's have a look at these liquidation levels. Where are we expecting Bitcoin to get magnetized to? Because I imagine we've just taken out a bunch of people. Yes, we're still making our way into this kind of turquoisey color up here. And if we go over to the 1 week chart and assess what the liquidation levels are looking like here, wait for it to refresh, 3, 2, 1, there we go. 58,000. Yeah, there's a lot of liquidation up here, all the way up to 60,000. It might be a mistake. I might have been better off staying in my trades. And ultimately, I do edge on the side of bullish right now. But for me, I really want to see, on Ethereum, I want to see us breaking above this level here at 2,370. And on Bitcoin, if we go over to here, I want to see Bitcoin breaking above. I mean, we are right at the top of the range here, so it's really not a bad spot to be taking profit. But yeah, I'd like to see a break above 58. I'd like to see us break the highs. If we can break the highs on Bitcoin, I am very bullish. I think that the market is it's there. Now, another interesting point for today would be, what are the probabilities when it comes to, by the way, slap a like on this video if you're enjoying it. Not enough people smash like on these videos. Make sure you smash a like. Today, with the CPI data coming out, it came in at 2.5%. That meant that this scenario is a lot more likely. There's now an 87% chance of a 0.25% rate reduction at the next FOMC meeting, which is taking place in only 6 days' time. There is a 13% chance of a 0.5% hike. If it comes in at 0.5, you will see the markets go crazy. They will pump like crazy. If it comes in at 0.25 like expected, you're not going to see a huge impact on the markets. It may even go down because that's what's expected. So I'd love it. I'd love him to come out and say 0.25 just for the chaos and the effect of everything like that. Let's just do one more look through here and say the funding rates right now across the board are predominantly negative. That is telling us, well, what is that? What do you think that's telling us? I mean, I've explained it before. That means that more people are shorting than they are longing right now. That can mean one of two things. It can mean you've got trapped short positions, or it can mean that people are genuinely bearish and they're shorting. So which one is it? I don't know, but it depends. If we can break above 58, then we're definitely bullish. And I will be going long up to about 60k in that scenario. But I want to know what you're doing. I'm not in any trades anymore, apart from DOP and a couple of others. Maybe I've got a Solana long position. But DOP is the predominant one that's sucking a lot of margin out of me at the moment. Either way, yeah, what are you doing with your trades? Let me know in the comment section. Are you bullish or are you bearish? Also, make sure you do leave a comment. Comment bullish if you're bullish and bearish if you're bearish. I'm going to pick one of you to win $100 of Solana. So, you know, down there, leave a comment. One of you, I'll mention you in the next video, will win $100 of Solana. On that note, though, send this video to your friends. They can also maybe win $100 of Solana. And have a fantastic day. This is still looking pretty decent. Still looking decent. I do hurt inside a little bit that I have sold those trades, but you can't think like that. You've got to think you've booked the win and it's happy times. So on that note, have a great day, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. And you will smash a like and you will subscribe. I appreciate that. And you will leave a comment. Bye. No, deuces.